What's up, guys? Happy Monday. Welcome to all of the new subscribers. I know there's only like a dozen, but welcome to the new subscribers. Welcome to the people that aren't subscribed as well. Are you excited for a new week? New opportunities to make money, new opportunities to be in the red and then get scared and then freak out and then sell and then the stock goes up 20% afterwards? You guys ready for that? It's always fun when that happens, right? Anyway, what are we doing today? Today, I'm going to attempt to predict what's going to happen, not necessarily for the rest of the week, but at least for today in the market, Monday in the market. We have a few, not really catalysts as far as like earnings or anything like that, but it's more like news catalysts, which I think are going to impact the price of some stocks, which could be beneficial because if you're looking for a time to buy into some things that you maybe wanted to buy into a few days ago or a week ago or whatever, now might be a great opportunity to do that. So anyway, this is your disclaimer for the day, and let's get it started. So if you guys have not been paying attention to the news, oh Lord, there was an issue. This is Boeing. Last close was up 4.31%. However, Boeing is going to, and again, this is just my speculation, we know it's going to happen today, right? If you guys have been paying attention to the news, we know it's going to happen. I speculate, but here's what actually happened. There was a jet engine explosion of a Boeing 777 over Denver. And they had an emergency landing. Everyone is fine. However, it made the news as a big thing. Airplane parts strewn across quite a large amount of area in Denver, and it made the news. A lot of people are scared. Boeing has recommended a lot of different airlines ground their 777s, inspect them more. It's a rare occurrence, right? It's not actually something like, oh my God, the Boeing company is going down. It's going to be going into bankruptcy because all of their airplanes are exploding. It was a very, very rare occurrence of what actually happened. However, it did happen, and then there's a lot of people that not over the course of the week, there's a lot of people that as soon as the markets open, I feel are going to be dumping Boeing stocks. It also happened with American Airlines was the company that the actual thing happened. I think Boeing will tank more than American because it wasn't like American Airlines did something specific. I mean, you could argue that like they didn't maintain or didn't check their airplanes, but I think Boeing will probably go down more than American. But the Boeing company is not like, that doesn't really necessarily mean that the Boeing company is doing terrible things, doesn't know how to make airplanes anymore. Boeing has been doing pretty well. It did, of course, drop over the pandemic, right? March 1st is when it dropped. That's when the pandemic started. And then it's been slowly, you see all these travel and airline stocks slowly been rising since then, right? And then we saw some dips, but have been slowly rising since then. So if you are interested in getting in on this, now might be a great opportunity because the stock should dip as soon as the markets open, not based on the fundamentals of the company, not based on the fact that Boeing is now making terrible jets, just based on the fact that this is what happened in the news. Looks very scary. A lot of people are going to be scared. They're going to dump the stock, right? Not a bad stock. The stock didn't decrease in value, didn't decrease in sales. The jets are still fantastically made. It's just based on fear of just retail investors are going to be afraid. They're going to dump the stock. I say dump. I'm not saying like it's going to go down 20% in a day. I'm just saying we will see a dip, and it'll be an opportunity to buy. I'm not sure what's going to happen after the dip, if it's going to keep going down. I think it'll most likely dip, and then people will start buying it up, and it'll start correcting, right? Not too quickly, but that's what should happen. Same thing with American Airlines. Over here. Now, the thing with American Airlines, actually, if we look out 5 years, American Airlines has not been doing that great. I mean, the pandemic happened and it dropped more. Actually, this dropped a little bit. Oh, no, never mind. I was going to say I thought it dropped a little bit sooner than the Boeing stock, but it actually didn't. But we see here the pandemic, the stock dropped based on that and has been, rebounding just like any other travel stock. But just the fact that American Airlines was the airline that it happened on, the stock should dip. So same basic premise for that. Next, let's talk about let's talk about GameStop. Okay, so let's take a look at the 1-year chart for GameStop. It's always fun to see the GameStop chart, right? Where it just looks like a big middle finger right at the end of January. That's basically the GameStop chart. So if you guys haven't been paying attention to GameStop news, there actually was some news on Friday, which will be a catalyst for the stock price today. On Friday night, after the market was already closed for the day, I don't know if you guys know, I'm sure if you have been following GameStop, you know who I'm talking about. Keith Gill, aka Deep Fucking Value, aka Roaring Kitty, the person that was basically representing retail investors, the bullish GameStop investors, Reddit, Wall Street Bets, etc. I mean, there was also the Reddit CEO representing Reddit as well. But he was in there. Basically, Keith was there representing retail investors. And they asked him the questions. They asked him if he liked the stock at the current valuation, which was, or the current price of the stock, which was, I think it was $45 a share at the time. And he said yes. And then the stock bumped up a little bit. And then there was a gradual sell-off after that. But there was actual stock movement based on him saying that he still liked the stock at the current valuation. He has not been posting on Reddit. He used to post his positions every day, his GME YOLO positions every day. He hasn't been posting his positions for legal reasons for a while. He finally posted more positions on Friday night, showing that he actually bought $2 million worth of GameStop shares at $38. $2 million, which just pumped up the retail investors, and that is going to be a catalyst for, I don't know what's going to happen after that, but that's going to be a catalyst for a spike in GME at open. I'm not sure. It should most likely see a sell-off after that. If it doesn't see a sell-off, if it holds, or if it actually increases, that's phenomenal. And that's going to put pressure on any short positions that there still are in the stock. And that's kind of the point of what he's trying to do is, or what everyone's trying to do that's invested in GameStop, is put pressure on any short positions in the stock. So it definitely will see a spike at open, and we'll see what happens after that. We'll see if it starts to slowly decline or if it stays and it still has consistent pressure. Because here's the thing with Keith Gill, he's kind of like the face of this whole GameStop revolution. So if he is holding, and he just posted that he bought 2 million more shares, that's got anyone that's been like on the fence of like, should I hold, should I not hold, should I buy, should I sell, what am I doing? The fact that he put his money where his mouth is, he bought $2 million worth of shares. This thing's going to be moving again. That's going to be a catalyst for it moving either way. That may not be a catalyst for it going like absolutely sky high, $10,000 a share. It's not going to be a catalyst for that, but it is going to be a catalyst for movement in the stock again. It's going to be a definite, like you're definitely going to see an increase at open. Absolutely. And it should, I mean, I feel like it may actually hold. We'll see how many people are like, no, I want to get out. This is a perfect opportunity for me to get out after it spikes. And how many people are like, no, this was all the verification that I needed to just hold it even longer. So that's that for GameStop, but I'm definitely going to be looking at that throughout the course of the day. That should be fun for that. Next, I want to talk about this Texas blackout situation. It's a terrible situation, leaving millions of people without power in Texas, without running water as well, because they're both integrated, and a lot of people pointing fingers. This is this politician's fault, is that company's fault, where I think for us as investors, we should be looking at this as an opportunity. Like, this is a terrible tragedy, and there's going to be steps taken to prevent this in the future. What steps, what would that entail? Who's going to benefit from this? And I think a big thing is going to be solar power companies. There's also, I mean, there's already a big push with this current administration to clean energy sources. And I think this is just going to further that agenda to see more solar power companies rise up even more. Not necessarily one solar power company in particular, although, I mean, Tesla could also benefit from this as well. Because Tesla just needs more catalysts, right, guys? Tesla's just in everything. That's the thing. No matter what it is, Tesla's going to benefit from it, right? This is a stock. I was mentioning this in a group that I'm in. And this is a stock that was mentioned to me by someone who does not work for them. The company that he works for works with them. So this is SunPower Corporation. It has been having some struggles. As we see, the stock price was 54. It was 49. It peaked at 54, and then it hit another high of 49, down to 37 right now. The struggles, he said, let me actually give you some more data on it. Earnings per share, 14 cents, beat the 11-cent expectations. Revenue missed the mark. They were hoping for 354 million. They only got 342 million. And they're looking to see some federal tax credits extended even more with the current administration. Here is the things that he mentioned to me. He was saying that they're actually having a problem. The reasons that they missed the revenue is because they weren't able to hire enough people in the jobs that were needed based on the growth that they were having. So they had a problem hiring people fast enough to actually get into the workforce for the company, and that's why they missed the mark on the expected revenue. So just something to keep in mind in terms of this company's actually been growing, and they were growing faster than they expected to be growing, so they weren't quite set up for it. So now I feel like they're going to be set up for it. He said that it was at these peaks, though. He said that it was overvalued over there, but now this is a great opportunity to buy at 37. He said that it's definitely undervalued at 30s, or in the 30s at all. It's definitely undervalued. And it should probably be around the mid-40s. So just some food for thought. This seems like an interesting... it seems like it's got a lot of value long-term, not just now, though. So I actually want to do a little bit more due diligence. I want to do a little bit more research onto this company specifically, see what kind of patents they have, see a little bit more about their operations, right? So just some food for thought, just the company name that I wanted to throw out for you guys because it was given to me, so I figured I would share the information for you. Anyway, that's it for this one. Just wanted to mention some of my, I guess, predictions. Well, some of these are predictions for the day, like the Boeing, the American Airlines, the GameStop is predictions for the day. SunPower is more of a prediction for the future, not like this is what's going to happen today. It's more of a, we're seeing these the blackouts in the news. This is one of the companies that I feel will benefit from it. There will be many other companies that I feel benefit from it, depending on how aggressive the administration is on trying to have a changing of the guard as far as power grid is concerned. So anyway, just some food for thought, just some things that I wanted to mention today. We'll see we'll see if I'm correct in any of these or if all of these. Watch these all be wrong tomorrow. Watch is like, well, I was wrong in every single one. So I guess I have no ego now. So that's great. Anyway, I guess we'll see. I'm pretty confident, though. I'm pretty confident in a lot of this stuff. But anyway, that's it for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you guys are up double digits today. And I'll see you as always in the next one.